Pigs in blankets are simply small sausages wrapped and baked in smoked streaky bacon. For us Brits, they're an important part of the traditional Christmas dinner. We absolutely love them, and I'm going to show you 4 different easy ways to cook them in your air fryer. As well as the traditional pig in blanket, I'm going to show you 3 sweet, sticky varieties that are absolutely delicious and require just 1 or 2 extra ingredients. Best of all, your air fryer will have them cooked to perfection and ready to serve piping hot in just 12 minutes. If you want to see more of my air fryer videos, remember to hit that subscribe button. It's totally free, and by hitting the little notification bell icon too, you'll be notified when a new video is released. Right, onto the pigs in blankets. I'm starting with a packet of 12 regular sized chipolatas. If you want to do smaller ones, you could always use cocktail sausages instead, or simply cut these in half, and I'm going to be using 12 rashers of dry cured smoked streaky bacon. Before I get rolling, I'm going to preheat my air fryer. I'll explain why in a minute. I'm going to be using both sides of my dual zone, so I'm going to preheat by setting both drawers to air fry at 180 degrees Celsius, which is 355 degrees Fahrenheit, for 5 minutes. So let's get rolling. Now remember, the bacon is going to contract and shrink, so it needs to be stretched and then wrapped really tightly around each sausage to stop it unravelling. I find it easier to hold the bacon tightly and then rotate the sausage, but just do the best you can. Repeat with the other 11 sausages and place them on a plate seam side down. So back to the preheated air fryer. Now I've tried and tested this, and preheating not only gives the best results, it'll make your life so much easier. When you place the pigs in blankets onto the hot crisper plate, they sizzle, which not only helps to seal the seam on the bacon, but it immediately starts to cook the underside and saves you having to return to the air fryer later to flip them and risk the bacon unravelling. I'm putting 6 pigs in blankets seam side down into each drawer, and I'm going to air fry them at 180 degrees Celsius, that's 355 degrees Fahrenheit, for 10 to 12 minutes. If you want them well done and crispy, go for the full 12. And that's it. No need to flip them halfway through, they'll cook perfectly and the bacon will stay intact. How good do those look? Okay, so how about sticky pigs in blankets? The first 2 ways are really simple. I'm going to do 6 glazed with honey and 6 with orange marmalade. Start by cooking your pigs in blankets the normal way, but for no longer than 9 or 10 minutes. While they're cooking, heat up a couple of tablespoons of marmalade in the microwave for 20 to 30 seconds, or if you prefer, heat it gently in a pan. In another bowl, I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of clear honey. When the pigs in blankets have finished their 10 minutes of cooking, brush them with either the honey or warm marmalade. I actually take them out of the basket to do this so I can make sure they're completely coated, but just brush them while they're in the basket if you prefer. Then simply return them to the air fryer for a final 2 minutes at 180. If you like them more caramelised, you could even increase the temperature to 190 for these final 2 minutes. These are fabulous. They're both delicious, sticky, sweet, and the marmalade ones have a little citrus zing. Okay, so onto my favourite ones, maple and mustard sticky pigs in blankets. These are amazing. Start the normal way, but the first cook will be for just 6 minutes. Whilst they're cooking, mix together 2 tablespoons of maple syrup with 1 tablespoon of whole grain mustard. When the 6 minutes are up, using a wide pastry brush, liberally brush all the pigs in blankets with the maple and mustard mixture. Be generous and use it all up. Then, return the pigs in blankets to the air fryer and air fry for a final 6 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. These are epic, sticky and sweet with the mustard providing a little bit of heat. Definitely my favourite of them all. And as the chef, you get the privilege of being able to eat a few before anybody else. Of course, just to make sure they're okay.